What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have a guy here who's gonna teach us how to save your marriage. So if your wife is filing for divorce and she's gonna clean you out for all your stuff and she's gonna take your kids and put you on child support and all of that stuff, this guy right here is gonna teach us how to avoid all of that. So before we get started, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's see what he has to say.
Listen to me very closely, because today I'm going to reveal to you the surefire, guaranteed way to win your wife back after divorce in the next 6 or 8 weeks. Even if she already gave you the divorce papers, or you are certain in your mind it is over. This video is a proven way to save your marriage, but only if you watch the entire video and really take in what I am trying to tell you here. And look, I'm coming up on my 10th year as a licensed therapist and men's marriage coach. And in that time, I have
all these dating coaches, marriage coaches, I think it's just a big scam. I'm not against someone who says, hey guys, if you like my videos, feel free to donate. I'm not against that. But it's like they're selling hope. They're selling white pills. And, they give you like a little teaser and then comes the hook. And that is, buy my dating course. Buy my course to show you how to save your marriage. You can't save your marriage. Guys, I have been with enough women, okay? I don't want to toot my own horn. I've been out in these streets. They're insatiable. Eventually, over time, they become insatiable. Nothing you do is interesting anymore. Nothing you do is exciting anymore. Nothing you do makes her happy. No, it's just that's just how they are. The reason why divorces didn't happen back in the day was because they needed us to survive. Literally, they needed us to survive. Today, they don't need us to survive. Okay, they need us for entertainment and they need us for procreation. That's it. They don't need you to survive. So eventually, over time, it doesn't matter how much of a great, interesting, great guy you are. If you guys are in close contact every day, eventually things will become monotonous and not exciting. And when that time comes, they're going to pull the plug and there's nothing you can do. And then you have scammers like this guy, or scammers like all these dating coaches, buy my course, buy this, buy that. There is no need to buy a course if, number one, don't get married. But if she's filing for divorce, that's it. Accept your fate. What you can do is push it down the road a little bit, maybe, but the inevitable is coming. All right. And then with dating coaches, dude, it's simple. Okay. Be interesting, be exciting, work on your looks, don't blabber too much, don't be a goofball, be charming, be funny, and don't say too much, let her do most of the talking, and learn how to really, mingle with them properly in the bedroom. We got to keep it PG for YouTube. And that's that. Okay, there's no need for a dating coach, marriage coach, all this. Buy my course, buy my course.
saved hundreds of men's marriages from the brink of divorce without them having to convince their wife, walk on eggshells, or use tactics learned in books or therapy that are only guaranteed to push her further away. After witnessing thousands,
he has saved hundreds of men from divorce. Okay, but for how long? Right? Because let's just say around that 8 to 12 year mark, okay, she wants to divorce you and clean you out for all your stuff. And then you go to this guy, right? And how much longer does the marriage last? Another year? Another 2 years? Right? So in that time period that he saved hundreds of men from divorce, millions have gotten cleaned out. Okay, what is it? Like one divorce every 35 seconds in the West? It's insane.
Of examples of men lose and win their wife back I'd pretty much be an idiot if I didn't notice patterns and certain behaviors that make those men succeed or fail. And I can tell you pretty much for a fact that this is the most surefire route to save the marriage. If you truly take him and apply, keyword apply, what I'm about to tell you. Now look, times have changed. And so has the rule of what makes a marriage work and a wife happy. But what has never changed is female psychology.
Nothing makes them happy. Nothing. Want to know what makes them happy? It's this right here. Nothing. That's what makes them happy. All right. In the beginning stages, okay. So this is what happens. You guys are in the lovey-dovey phase, right? Then you guys get a little more serious. Then you guys are in a nesting phase. Then you guys get a little more serious. Now you're in the procreation phase, you know, having kids, this, that. Then you guys get a little more serious. Kids getting a little bit older, you know, they're 7, 8 years old. And then around there, that's when life becomes go to work, go home, take care of the kids, go to work, go home, take care of the kids, go to work, go home, take care of the kids, go to work, go home, take care of the kids, go to work. And most men are cool with that. I go to work, my wife's at home, yada, yada, yada. Women, after a while, that they can't handle it. They need excitement. They need emotional stimulation. They need drama. They need, they're talking to their friends. Their friends are traveling and meeting sexy guys in Colombia, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, I don't know where, some tropical Caribbean country, right? And she is doing what? Go to work, go home, take care of the kids. Go to work, go home, take care of the kids. Go to work, go home, take care of the kids. And then eventually, over time, she can't take that anymore. And she's going to ruin your life and clean out your bank account.
And attraction tactics. And what specific behaviors in you make a woman loyal, committed, and even addicted to you. So in today's video, I'm going to give you the 5 proven steps you must do in an exact order.
There is no keeping them loyal, committed, and addicted to you. Okay? If a woman is in check, it's because she wants to be in check. When she wants to get out of check, right? She'll get out of it. And there's nothing you can do. Because they don't need you for survival. They need you for procreation and entertainment. However, she can get her entertainment from someone else, right? And once she procreated with you, right? She got 2, 3 kids out of you. Okay, procreation, check. And then entertainment. How entertaining can you be for years and years and years and years and years? Eventually, oh, honey, let's take a vacation, this, that. That doesn't make her happy. They just need something else, right? So they need us for entertainment and procreation. And the only reason they would stay loyal and committed and all that stuff was because they needed us for survival. They don't need us to survive anymore.
To have the best opportunity to save the marriage, to win her back. Now, these steps have been found after interviewing hundreds of men that have turned their marriages around from the brink of divorce. And a lot of them did it in a matter of weeks. Let's jump in. The first concept or tactic you are going to apply to win her back is known as Wu Wei. It's the art of sailing versus rowing. Let me explain. When she first dropped the D word on you, or said, I love you, if I'm no longer in love with you, we're done, said she wanted to move out, you found out there was another guy, it's all pretty much the same thing. The relationship is reaching its demise. For most men, it came out of nowhere. Yeah, sure, right? The marriage and the relationship hasn't been where it's been. You guys are busy, there's kids,
This guy has this cool little edited video and he has all these little phrases. Oh, this is the woo wee 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 method. And look, I'm going to show you this cool, stock image, stock video. And whoop, I'm on this frame. And whoop, I'm on this frame. Look, and I'm going to talk like this. And blah, 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 blah. And I know that you believe in true love and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude. When women are checked out, they're checked out. Women are only loyal to their feelings and their emotions. Okay? When they're checked out, it's over. It's over for you. This is why I say don't do it in the first place. Okay? No cohabitation, no marriage, no kids. If you want to mingle with them, have a nice little 6 months, 1 year relationship, be 50% bad boy, 50% gentleman. Something like that. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. but they're loyal to their emotions. And this guy, with all his little phrases and stuff, is trying to do this thing where, like, oh, you could believe me. Look at all this cool stuff and all these phrases I have. It validates what I'm saying. You could believe me.
You haven't been the happiest, but to end it, it was a gut punch straight to you. It was this blood eagle where you're just tortured and just thrown back. Your reality crashed down, especially when she said that she hasn't been happy for all those years. Like, really? Why is she lying? There was moments of happiness. You remember it. You're not making it up.
Okay, one true thing he said right there is that, yes, they pretend to be happy for, a few years, months before they pull the plug. Let's just say she divorced you at 10 years into the marriage. She's been unhappy for like the last 3 years. Around the 7-year mark of the relationship, she's been constantly thinking about this. How am I going to do it? Plan my exit, yada, yada, yada. So that is true. Women do that. One real thing this guy has said throughout his video so far.
So why is she like this? And how are you screwing it up? Or how do most men screw it up when she first pulls away? Look, I understand as a problem solver in your life, if you have a goal, if you have a task, you'll find a way. You will make it work. The men I work with, they are very successful men. All right. The thing is, when it comes to,
you could trust me. You will make it work. Trust me. I do agree that, there are some things that men do wrong. Okay. You let yourself get too overweight. You're not being, like romantic and stuff like that. How you were, I understand that. But even the guys that check all the boxes, right? He didn't become overweight. He still dates his wife. He still calls her beautiful. He still, he makes money, this, that. Even he gets divorced, okay? Because nothing makes them happy. When women say that, he changed because he became overweight, and when I met him, he was in the gym and in shape, and he used to always take me out on Saturday nights, and we would have a fun time. Then he stopped doing that. Those are valid complaints. Okay, I 100% agree with those complaints. Those are valid complaints. However, there are men, and a lot of them, that they're doing everything right. According to the book, I'm doing everything right. I'm staying attractive for my wife. I still take her out. I still call her beautiful. I still call her, buy her flowers. I give her the good mingling in the bedroom. I do all of it. Even he gets divorced because women are insatiable, because they're perpetually miserable, because that's just how they naturally are.
attraction. It is paradoxical. This process is paradoxical. Let me explain what I mean. Women are inherently indirect in communication, right? Not direct. The masculine is the polar opposite of the feminine. Okay? Direct, indirect, feminine, masculine, and also attraction and force, right? Going after and chasing is the exact opposite energy of attraction. So everything you are logically doing to force, to try to chase her and get her, is having the opposite effect. You see how that works? I know when you're racking your brain for all the reasons why she said it is over. Maybe she didn't say them, so now you have to think about those past conversations or just kind of read between the lines. You're like, well, she's complained about that. I didn't really know how to listen to her.
Yes, I agree. Don't chase and beg and, no, baby, no, why are you divorcing me? No, why are you doing that? But what's the antithesis to that? Let her do whatever the hell she wants? No, if you want to divorce me, that's it. It's over. All right, let's pull the plug on this thing, okay? I'm not gonna, be have someone with a gun, a loaded gun next to my, a fake gun, next to my head. Just any day now, you're gonna pull the plug on me, and then in this period where you let her do what she wants, you don't wanna beg, and you don't want to chase, and you don't want to say, baby, please. In this period where you let her do what she wants, give her space, right? Give her space so she can think and, and settle her emotions and her feelings. In this time frame where you give her space, what is she going to be doing exactly, right? So she's going to go out there, have girls' nights out, go travel by herself with her friends, and then come back and be married again? No. No, once There is no. I agree with don't beg. Okay, no, please, baby, please. I agree with that. Don't do that. But I also don't agree with. I don't agree with just give her space, man. Give her space. Have her let her have a few girls' nights out and let her have let her go travel with her friends so she can come back and really appreciate the marriage, man. Yeah, give me a break, bro.
So I'm gonna go buy this book and listen, or try to get her to see a therapist with me, then we can listen together. Or what about that time she said that I don't come home early enough, so I'm gonna start coming home. I'm gonna follow her around because she said that she loves me, she wants me. Here's what's happening in those moments. Whatever action you do in this current perspective, it'll always work against you. And there's a specific reason why, based on female psychology. This happens for men and women, but more so for women. They operate in the world, take behaviors and thoughts and their whole narrative, their story, and the way they see things is based on their emotions. A lot more so than men. We can have an initial emotion and then maybe not react to it as much as a woman would. But she is more intuitive. She lives by her emotions because that's just the feminine archetype. So what happens here is that when it's
Yes, and over time, her emotions are telling her that being married is boring. This is boring. I constantly have to check in with someone. Where we have the same conversations every day. How was your day, honey? How was your day? Oh, Timmy, he has baseball practice tomorrow. This, that, and then little Jessica has homework and she did it, and she has music practice and yada yada yada. Yeah, her emotions are telling her this is boring, and I need to pull the plug, and I need to clean you out for all your stuff, and I need to go out there and live my life, and I need to put you on child support, and I don't want to do this anymore. That's what her emotions are telling her.
switch occurred, her heart shut off temporarily. You'll open it up again, but her heart shut off, and she started viewing you as from the hero to the villain. And everything you do, she interprets through this lens of the villain. So no matter what you do logically, it'll never be good enough at first. Okay, key word is at first. Let me just really hammer this point home to you. Okay, let's say there's a woman in this office.
The truth is that over time, every man on earth is not good enough for any woman. Over time, you will become not good enough. Okay? She's going to compare you to other guys, compare how, the neighbors have a new Mercedes and we don't. Their neighbors have a pool and we don't. Or my cousin's husband took her to Italy and we don't go there. Over time, you will not be good enough. Okay? Every man over time will not be good enough for every woman. And then he's saying, you were the hero, but then you became the villain. Oh, really? Then why it seems that when they're all young and hot, and that's when we want them, all they're doing is hooking up with villain archetype, the villain archetype bad boy, doesn't care, careless, all right? He smokes a cigarette, all right? Mingles the heck out of her in the bedroom, doesn't call her for a few days, right? So they love villains. So I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Right? She's brand new. She's gorgeous, feminine, intelligent, and there are these two men in the office that like her. The first man A. He is, let's say, 6'4". He works out, dark hair. He's very attractive, charismatic. Maybe has a YouTube channel that helps men save their marriages. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up here. And then man B, let's say he's 10 years younger than her, and he's, a foot shorter than her. He's overweight, and he just doesn't take care of himself. He's very introverted. He has a low sense of self-worth. And he's kind of just weird, right? He just doesn't understand social nuance. He's the guy where he keeps on talking to you, and you could literally just roll your eyes in conversation. He wouldn't even notice it. He just lacks social cues, right? So you have these two guys, okay? And he also smells. I'm just trying to make the worst possible scenario, the dichotomy between the two, all right? And one day, the woman, she gets a note on her front door. She opens it up, and it says, "Hey, I noticed you in the office. I just wanted to say, here's my number, and I think you're gorgeous. One day I followed you home, and I couldn't help it. I just wanted to leave this note here for you. I really like you." Something like that, right? Now, she looks at that note, and at first it's in this superposition of I don't know, what does this mean? Who is this from? If she were to find out it's from person B, he followed me home, what a creep, oh my gosh, right? If it was person A, it's oh, that's cute, I like him. Same behavior, different men. I'm not saying you transform from the perfect A guy to B guy. It's not that much of a difference, but it is a vast difference, right? You went from the hero to the villain. And the only difference is the way she sees you. right? This emotional switch happens. So anything you try to do at first will only push her further away. So you must stop doing these needy behaviors. Stop trying to use logic to win her back. Okay? There must be a period of space first. Okay? There is action in inaction, right? The concept of wu wei means the art of sailing versus rowing. By trying to row, you're trying to force to get her back, and attraction is the opposite of that. You must sail. You must sail. Okay, what this means is taking space and doing the opposite of what your heart is telling you. I know everything inside you says, like, I know this woman. She shouldn't want it. And this, there's been so many moments of us like creating our dreams together, and all these things, all the story that you have, to her emotions are guiding, completely writing a different story.
All right, so this guy, such a scammer. First, he gives you this story about a Chad and an incel type guy, and the different reactions women have towards Chads and incels, and you kind of in your relationship over time, you were the Chad, but you became the incel. What was that? That didn't even make any sense. And then, he says that the woman, she sees the letter, and she doesn't know what to do, but over time, like, this is just a sales pitch so you can join his coaching to save your marriage. And you know what's gonna happen when you do that, when you join his coaching to save your marriage. He's gonna clean you out, right? And then you're still gonna get divorced, and then your wife's gonna clean you out. There is no saving marriages, bro. Once they're done, they're done. Okay, once women are checked out, they're checked out, right? And that's just reality, man. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it was like the Disney movies. I wish it was like we're happily ever after and we're married, and we have a routine going where I go to work and I come home and I see my kids and I see my wife and kiss. That is not what's happening. Okay? Unfortunately.
And it is all subjective. And so you must take that step away at first and stop doing those needy behaviors. Okay? Stop blowing up her phone. Stop following her around the house. Stop finding random excuses to send her short videos or like my videos or songs. You need to stop. I know it's hard, but it is the vital first step. Step 2 is YDKWYDK. I didn't know how to say this differently, but
Okay, he says, she's gonna remember about the good times and all the love you guys had. And, just give her space. Don't send her pictures of, all the beautiful, wonderful times. You think women give two craps about that? They care about fun, exciting, emotions, feelings. Okay, something new. All right, I'm feeling these new feelings. That's what they care about. You think she's gonna give two craps about we've built so much? No. Okay, once she's single out there, she's gonna start dating again, and we all know women can easily find a guy. They have way more options than us. She's gonna go out there, start dating again, and she's gonna mingle, right, with some guy that she barely knows. This guy, man. And look, now he has this other new word for my methods to save the marriage, and you should trust me and buy my coaching program.
You don't know what you don't know, right? The reasons you pushed her away aren't the real reasons. Okay? And the thing is that if you were on this journey and you're trying to find this end goal, this treasure of winning her heart back, and the map you have is just taking you in the opposite direction, it's no wonder you're going to be kicking yourself, running into more obstacles, lost, helpless, confused. Now, we talked about in the previous point that women are very illogical. The thing is that the reasons she will give you are not the real reasons she is leaving you. What happens?
I love it how he has this look like, I'm a trustworthy guy. I'm a trustworthy guy. Look at me. Look how friendly I am. Bro, trust me. Take a bias coaching program, right? And yeah, we all know the reasons. The reasons is that women are insatiable. That's the reason. Okay, there's, and once again, I understand that guys, and look, there's abuse or anything like that, there's domestic violence, I 100% disavow that. But we all know that there are guys that do everything right, okay, and they still get divorced. GRAPED, right? Oh, this PG stuff is really getting to me because I have like this rapid fire way of talking, and it's like doom 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 doom, curses curses curses, and information, jokes jokes jokes, curses, and it's like I gotta like put a suppressor, right, and then think like, wait, can I say that? No, okay, yes, you can say that. This YouTube, man, I swear.
That there are specific things you have done that she's not aware of. She's not aware of this process. Most women are not aware of this process, of what really are the reasons why she was pushed away by you. And if you're searching for these reasons, you're going to come up with whatever she says. And she's just going to have this feeling and just try to find reasons to justify, but it's not the real reasons. Let me give you a prime example. One of the one-on-one clients I was working with, very successful, loved the guy to death, lawyer, and he was married to his second wife, and they were together for about 7 years, and she was very avoidant, would never open up about anything, just emotionally closed off. And they were going through this process of separation, and finally...
Oh, so one of his clients got divorced at the 7-year mark. Same story over and over and over again. Around the 8 to 12-year mark, around there, that's it. Call it, bro. You're about to get cleaned out. She's about to take your kids because it's the same story. Look, over and over again, it's the same story where different guys with different backgrounds and different physiques and different races and different everything, okay, their wife files for divorce around the 8 to 12-year mark because we know the reason. Women are insatiable.
They were able to meet up, and he's like, why? Like, I really don't know why you left me. Like, can you please tell me why? He was searching for the answer. And she said it was because one time when they were driving, he wouldn't let her pick the music. Is that the real reason? No, it's not. Let me give an example. I talk about this metaphor of branches and root causes, right? All these branches are the reasons that you will see on the surface, right? You don't see the real reasons. They're unconscious to her. They're hidden, right? But these branches are the things like, oh, it's the money. It's the kids. It's because of sex. It's because you don't know how to communicate with me. Now, let me tell you a really good framework of the truth of the core reasons. And then from there, you can solve those core reasons in the following step. There is behavior, needs, and character, okay? Now, 99% of men, you will focus on the behaviors. This is the logic. Let's take an example of taking out the trash or any other chore. She comes to you and says, you know what? I'm breaking up with you because you never did the chores. Okay, I'll start taking out the trash every single day. I'll do the dishes. I'll do this. That's the behaviors, right? There are layers underneath the real reason of why she's doing this. So let's go to needs, okay? Now, when it comes to the chores, it's not so much about the chores. It's the fact that you don't know how to listen to her, right? And she has a need of feeling validated and respected. And by you not doing these things...
There is no listening, okay? There is no listening because it doesn't matter what you do. They'll find a reason. And the reason, the real reason is that they are insatiable and they're perpetually miserable. And eventually over time, they want excitement. They want something new. That's the real reason. They're going to give you, it's because of this, it's because of that. The reason is that they're insatiable. And that is a problem that you cannot solve. The only way we can solve that problem is if we go back to them needing us for survival. She literally needs us or she's going to DIE. If we don't have the circumstances that she is going to DIE without us, you're going to have this. 99% of the time, 99% of marriages, you're going to have this. Where over time, nothing you do makes her happy and you become this dancing monkey, apologizing, trying to keep her happy, trying to come up with new things to do to keep her happy. This is 99% of marriages, and no marriage coach, whatever his rates are, is going to fix that. They need you for survival. Oh my gosh. This is part 1 because this guy has a 20-minute video, so I broke it down. And I haven't seen this, by the way. This is like, I saw like 2-3 minutes and I was like, oh, this is good. Let's do this. This is part 1. Let's see what he has to say the last few seconds.
Her needs are being compromised of respect and validation. You see? It is not so much the thing as it is what it symbolizes to her. This is why the little things matter for women. I remember hearing a story. I was watching this YouTube video of this divorce lawyer. He was saying that he asked the woman, what was the breaking point of the marriage? And she said, well, he used to buy me my favorite cracker when every time I ran out when he went to the store. One time he didn't do that. And I was like, well, I'm done with him. not about the cracker.
Yeah, because a no-fault divorce, they don't have to give a legitimate reason. They could just say, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's a legitimate reason. Anyways, guys, this is part one of this guy and his advice to save your marriage. You know, I'm going to save you from getting cleaned out by your wife and her stealing your kids and getting put on child support and all that good stuff. All right, so guys, see you on the next one. Make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, follow me on Instagram. You know, I make a lot of funny memes on Instagram. I take, motivational gym photos and stuff on Instagram. So, you know, if you want to check that out, it's the same name, Gym Status. Yeah, guys, see you on the next one. Love you guys, and I'm out.